Hi there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for checking out today's episode on the channel. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some team associated cars on the table. Okay, first of all, if you haven't seen this already, this is my team associated SR10 Dirt oval car. And if you haven't seen it, I will leave a link in the video description and you can check that out. Right, now I will move this out of the way because even though it's 1/10, it is a bit of a large car because of the body shell. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And then that will give me a bit more room, it says. Right, okay, so left on the table we have these two rather cool looking buggies, and I've just noticed my shell's not sat properly. Yeah, so we've got these rather cool buggies. So we have here an absolute classic. This is a RC10 1984 A stamp Gold Pan team associated RC10 buggy. And here, now it doesn't quite look too much at the minute, but this is a genuine RC10 B2. So again, if you've seen some of my videos in the past, you'll know that I've got a couple of RC10 B3s, the factory team and the basic sort of sport edition as well. But I mean, I wasn't particularly looking for a B2, but this happened to come up, and I thought, well, they are getting, really quite scarce. You don't see many come up for sale, so I thought I'd go for it. Now, this will be a longer term project. I'm not in any rush to do this, but the plan is to get it back to a working buggy. So, before we carry on and look at the RC10, we'll just carry on with the B2. Now, so I got this off there. This came off eBay, and to be honest, it was in less parts. It was in more parts, sorry, than what you see it here. And I've just put it like this, just so I can sort of show you guys and girls how it looks. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the RC10 B2s and the RC10 B3s, there are slight differences between the two chassis. Not too much difference, just slight sort of like modifications or a slight evolution between the B2 and the B3. Now, I mean, it'll be hard to see off camera here, but what I can tell you is the differences were, or at least the main differences were between the two chassis are the front and rear wishbones on the B2, the front shock tower here as well, and the wishbones, shock tower, the front C-hubs and steering knuckles, and the slipper discs underneath the spur gear, they were different on the B2s and the B3s. So, I said the B2 had less adjustability on the top of the shock tower. You've only got 2 holes on this, where the later B3s have 3 holes. They also changed the arms at the front, so they could take a front sway bar as well, and it's a slightly different pattern. I think the later B3 arms are slightly stronger than the B2s. However, they still break, and that's why I've got RPM ones on my B3. The C-hubs and the steering knuckles are different as well, completely different on the B2. And so I think that probably slightly alters the I can't even say that, geometry. So what else have we got? Yeah, the I say again, the rear arms on the rear wrist bone arms on the B3 are slightly shorter than the on the B2 than they are on the B3. They made them I think a quarter of an inch or something like that longer on the B3 to match the length of the front arms. And I say the slipper clutch is slightly different. Now I think this has actually got the B3 slipper discs on this, not the spur, the discs, because the silver on the B3 and on the B2 they were black. And although you probably can't see it here, I can see silver discs there between the slipper clutch pad. So that is the B2. It's still got its B2 body. Didn't come with a wing, but it's got the wing wire, which helps. Now, oh dear, so it'll come out now. Now, I did give this a quick clean over because it was very grubby. It still needs taking to pieces properly because the front tower is all loose. Now, there we go. So I've cleaned out a lot of the crap that was in it, so it's not too bad. I have noticed there's a slight tweak in the rear motor plate here, and luckily I have a brand new spare rear sort of motor plate. So that and gearbox plate obviously bolts onto that. So I will be changing that out for a new one, and that I've got. Luckily, I'm missing a front bearing as well, so I need to find one of them. I haven't got a spare. Well, I have got spares, but they don't seem to fit. Luckily, the wheels have not been, the sides haven't been glued to the rims, so I can take them off, which is brilliant. I do need a battery retaining bar. I've got two of these now that don't have the retaining bar there for the battery. It needs a new spur gear cover. I've got two with it, but they're pretty knackered. Shocks need a rebuild. The diff, actually, you can't tell as much now, there's no motor in, but there's no horrible noise coming from the differential, which is good. Okay, so yeah, so essentially we've got a B2 chassis to do up. So I'll get that done at some point. So this is, I said, it's going to be a slow burner, so it won't be done anytime particularly soon. But I do aim to have that done at some point. Now, I did get some other stuff with it, and I'll quickly show you them. And so I'll just pop that out of the way there. Okay, so we've got a bag full of stuff. Actually, this is the motor that I actually took this out before filming. I just wanted to see what motor it was and give you the wipe over it. Now, I think this might be a Trinity motor, though I'm not entirely sure. So if anyone knows, let me know in the comments, please. It says it's a Jade modified power, 15-turn quad. So it's quite a beefy motor. So that's what it is there. It's got Epic on the end bell. So I don't know if this was a Trinity motor. That's my suspicion. But I say if anyone can confirm what that is, please let me know. I don't know if it works yet, but the brushes look good. It spins freely. So at some point, I'll spin that up properly and see if it works. But if it does, bonus. That's pretty cool. So I would like to put that back into the B2 if it works. Now, rest of the stuff here, I'll show you. I've got various some extra rims and stuff, so that's cool. I've got some other, I'm not getting all the rims out, but I'll show you a couple of them. So there you go, we've got another full set of rims. These have been what look to either been painted or dyed. So I've got a set of 5-spoke rims for it, which is cool. Always handy having wheel rims for these. And you've got some, again, these have been painted or dyed. You've got some purple ones there with actually a full set of Schumacher's full spike tyres, but they're starting to crack, so the tyres are going to be binned. That'll be no good. In the little box, I've got various different spring rates. Got silvers, browns, greens and blacks in there, so always handy. Now in here, this is the rest of the stuff that came with it. Okay, now I really hope this works. Just got a normal Futaba 27 MHz receiver, nothing special there. Now here, it looks grubby as hell. I've not cleaned it up and I need to put some plugs on it. But I've got a Team Novak high frequency Megaflex ESC. So I'm assuming that would have been quite a top ESC back in the day. So the motor wires are still on. It needs a plug on the end. And I'll fire that up and see if it works. That'd be so cool if that works. Again, I can put it back with the motor that came out of it. So that's pretty exciting. I'm glad I've got that. So fingers crossed it works. So, but that's ace. And in here, we've just got spares for it. We've got, rear shock tower. We have a rear arm. We've got a front arm. And then we've got some new front B2 C-hubs. Some front knuckle. Rear hubs as well, that's handy. And then some, I don't know what degree these are. I've not even looked. 3 degree by looks of it, yeah. I think 3 degree rear towing blocks for the go on the chassis, so your wishbones pivot on. That's handy. And then I'm not sure on the condition, I've not gone through them properly, but I don't know why there were so many spares, but I'll have a look here. Seem to have about 2.5 pairs of universal drive shafts, which is cool. But the ones in it look to be the MIP versions, so I'll check. But yeah, CVJ universal joints there, and all came spare. But I think the MIP ones are in the back of this at the minute. So there's a couple of bearings and things in there. So that's what we got. That's the B2. So at some point it'll be restored and made usable again, and we'll have it on the channel in the future. I say no rush for this one because I've got a lot of other stuff coming up as well, and I've got to find bits and bats for it. But all the important bits that make it to B2, excuse me for making the noise, are there. So that's the main thing. So anyway, all that in there. Right, try and get rid of this as quick as I can. I'll bore you to death. So put that down there. Right, bit more room again now. Now let's bring over this, which is rather cool. I have been after an RC10 classic Gold Pan for a while now, and I wanted one that I sort of thought was sort of an affordable price. They go for quite a bit of money these days. I would have had an A stamp, a B stamp, C stamp, and RC10, or even the re-release, whatever I could have got my hands on really. But I just wanted an RC10 sort of Gold Pan style, and obviously the later pans were like black and whatnot, and some other colours. But yeah, so here it is. It looks like it's had quite a newish body shell done for it. Again, I bought this one off the wonderful eBay. Now, I'm pretty sure it's quite an original 6-gear RC10. Things I've noticed though, to me, I don't know if they're proper ones, but it's got what looks to be, again, MIP rear drive shafts in. At the front, it's had the threaded bars changed for actual turnbuckles as well. Now, I'll take the wing off and the body. Now, I don't know if this has had a slightly later rear shock tower put on, because I thought the original ones only had one hole for adjustment, one hole at the top of the shock tower there, and this has another set of holes in. So I don't know if they've been put in by someone, a previous owner, or it's a slightly later tower. Again, if you know, give me a shout in the comments and let me know. Okay, it also came with an RPM gear cover, and it's got a set of Andy's racing front arms as well. So I think they're probably a little stronger than the original RC10 ones. Other than that, it's all there. Pretty complete thing. I am missing the proper aerial mounts, so I'd like to get one of them. And I've noticed someone has cut away the battery tray as well on there. It was a bit of a shame on part of the rear bulkhead. And there, not the end of the world. I want to actually use this for racing and whatnot. So I didn't want it to be so immaculate that I was too scared of running the thing. It all works. I've had it running, which is bonus. Now, I was lucky, it did come with a brushless setup. It came with a Trackstar 80 amp sensor ESC and Trackstar 17.5 brushless motor. Now, I have desoldered that, taken that out, and that is going in my Tamiya Thunder Dragon project, which, depending when you see this video, will either be coming up or I'll have already done it. Anyway, so I'm going to put a mild brushless motor in that one. But what I have done here is, because I sold my Tamiya TT02 B S edition to fund some other stuff. Unfortunately, that was the one that was going to have to go. So I took the brushless motor out of it, and it's gone in here. This is a 10.5 NOSRAM and Orion Vortex ESC and NOSRAM motor. So that's gone in there. Got a nice Novak XXL receiver, 40 megahertz, and I think we've got a JX digital servo at the front. So it all works. I've tried it out, and it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love it. Now, I do need to make some slight alterations to the setup, and also these tyres are way too soft for the surface I'm running on. So I need to get some 2.2 inch wheel rims and some proper racing tyres that I'll use for the surfaces I'm running on, either carpet or grass. Anyway, there it is. So I just thought I'd do a video, show you these RC10s, the RC10 and the RC10 B2 that I've got in, and that will be a definite keeper. That's going to be a long-term project. Not sure if I will keep it in the end. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one of the B3s will have to go to keep that. I haven't got a clue yet. What I will show you as well, I mean, all there, it looks in a bit of dust and whatnot from where I've been running it. It looks to be in great condition. But obviously you can see that this has been used for what it was meant for, which is racing. So you've got obviously quite a bit of scuffing to the chassis pan, but as I said, for this one I'm not bothered about that because I want to run it. So there you go, that is my RC10 and RC10 B2. So we'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much for checking this video out. Hope you enjoyed it. So please leave some comments in the link below and let us know what you think. Or if you've got any information, that'd be great. Anyway, look after yourselves, take care, and again, as always, thank you for all your support. We'll see you soon. Bye.